My point is it has to increase the number of teams, and obviously then I want foreigners as well to come up, not four but have five foreigners, because the quality of the game is very very important at the moment. Yes, over the years I think we'll have to bring down to four, but at the moment I think if we can have five foreigners with good quality and increase the team from I think what it is right now, add two more teams, then you balance that number of players. So yeah, I think that is how I look into it, and right now five foreign players are fine with me to come in, but at the same time it has to the number of teams should increase, then the tournament becomes longer. We can understand last 2 years it's because of pandemic, it's been a very challenging for everyone, but if the pandemic is over next season, then you have normal home and away, and it can stretch out for a longer period of time with two more teams coming in and five foreigners playing on the field. No, I think it's still been on a trial basis, experimental basis, but now I think after 8 years, Indian Football Federation and the ISL and people concerned with football will have to get the structure right now, and which we are looking. I think after 1-2 years there's been a news that ISL will have relegation and promotion. Those are also I think important factor, because then you have teams from I-League qualifiers, then I-League to get into highest league, which is going to be ISL. So I think that is very very important. At the same time, have more number of teams. The tournament, the league, our main league is at least minimum 7 to 8 months like any other league across the world, and then you have a league below that which can be I-League, as again equal number of teams and have a long period of the tournament. So I think that is very important. So right now I think we are still in a process of getting the structure right, and we should be doing that soon. Faster the structure and everything is right, and the longer the league with more teams, then I think we can then start looking at really investing in the grassroots, with all the ISL, I-League and I-League qualifiers team having a strong grassroots and then producing their own players. Right now with ISL coming in, I don't think it is the most important thing. Yes, obviously if somebody is talented and gets a good contract from any foreign clubs, it's a very welcome step. But when we were playing, obviously we wanted higher quality, better coaches, better players to play along, and which I think we had in limited number. Now with ISL coming in, with investment, players, coaches, the infrastructure, the ground conditions are very very different what we play it in now. So I think players should think of really doing outstandingly well in ISL, being the top player, trying to get the most valuable player. The strikers, the forward line has to be in the top 3, top 5 score line, which we've not had for a very very long time. I don't think from the start of ISL till now any Indian strikers have finished in top 3 or top 5, which is very very unfortunate. So I think our aim is to make sure that we, the players playing right now as an outstanding ISL, maybe get the most valuable player, and then I think you can look forward to moving into next step that could be outside India. But I think they need to start performing outstandingly well in ISL first to start with. I think these coaches need to be here for longer period, and they need to be completely running the entire structure of the club. Right now I think a lot of the coaches which you've named, I don't know how long they've been, but I don't think any club has got that structure from bottom, bringing the players up. So a lot of the coaches are just signing the players for ISL team, and they're not bringing anything from the grassroots, and there's no any development players or academy players going on to play. So I think that becomes quite challenge for managers here, because the clubs are only having the ISL team which plays in the main league, but nothing down. So it becomes difficult for a lot of these coaches to really see a lot of young players, have a long-term plan for the club in terms of the quality of the players. So it's very unfair to really say that the coaches, whether you give them credit or you criticize them, I think the structure itself is such that they get only the top players who are already made their names somewhere else, and then they sign them and they get to manage and coach them. So they don't really get a long-term plan in terms of what a lot of European coaches and managers get that. So, and they don't get us right budgets, this amount of budget to really invest in players, buy or sell them. So it is still, I think, a bit too early to really criticize or say good thing about the coaches. I think it is important that footballers and football is the main attraction. But again, in India, sadly, I think it's Bollywood and cricket sells. So for any company investors or any corporates to come in, they would try to utilize the Bollywood and the cricketers for the product to sell, and which is fair enough. But over the years, I think it's important that the players will have to start taking the limelight. And I'm sure, I think with the right time, the Reliance or ISL or anybody would start making sure the players are the stars, and they are the ones who should be the face of the ISL or Indian football. No, it can. Right now, I think ISL is running independently as an ISL. It's not run by the federation for sure, and I think it's okay to do that, because I think Premier League is run separately as well. So it's not a bad idea. It's just that it needs it needs the right structure. It needs also a lot of consultation with federation in what way, what format, how to think about it. And at the same time, also the clubs have that investment in the grassroots level to produce the players, because at the end we need good quality players coming up, and that is where ISL clubs will have to start investing in near future. I think I'm happy. I can't answer that, but I'm happy I was born when I was born and I got the opportunity to play. So I'm not at all. It's never gone into my mind or thought that I wish I was playing ISL. I take it as a destiny. When I was born, during that time, I got great opportunity to play in I-League, which was not there for many of my senior players. So at least football scenario and football professional, maybe if not complete professional, semi-professional with first National League, Philips National League, and then changing into I-League happened with the big sports channels coming in showing Indian League was that happened during my generation. So I'm lucky and happy. So no complaints whether I was born later and I would have been playing ISL. So yeah.